Yo, what's up, guys? What is going on? Hope everybody's doing well. It's been a long time. I know it's been a long time. This is going to be a short video on Xavi Simons. I'm not really feeling any of these. I like the Isak thing, that he's going to Liverpool, because nobody up until I don't know, was it like 3 weeks ago that Isak was going to stay? Everybody was saying, like, there's no way Newcastle now, even in a year, there's no way, maybe in a year, but not even, right? That would have been a stretch as well. Are they going to be selling Isak? They absolutely are not going to do that. And all of a sudden you hear that he's not happy. He wants to move. He wants to leave Newcastle. But I never thought it was going to be this summer. I never thought it was going to be this summer, and I'm pretty stoked about that. But I'm also thumbs up if he goes to to Liverpool, or Arsenal. I know they got Gyökeres, but Isak is obviously the better buy. But that was not going to happen, because I think he stated that he wanted Liverpool over any other team, right? But now again, there's sort of a delay now. The last I heard from I think it's Mark Goldbridge. So who knows what's going on there? They're working out the details, but you never know if like a bigger team comes up, swoops in and takes Isak to Madrid, Barcelona, or something like that. So you never know. You never know. But looking forward to that. Sesko, I think Manchester United have inquired about him. I don't think that's happening. That's just a wishful thinking. I really wish that would have happened. Although I haven't seen much of Sesko, and when I did, yeah, he's good. I'm happy with Mbeumo. I can't wait to see Mbeumo play for Manchester United. And Arsenal with the Rodrigo saga, that I don't know if it's going to happen. It seems like it's not going to happen, because Arsenal said that they're not going to pay what Madrid want. But then Madrid, I think it was a day ago, or maybe 2 days ago, lowered the fee, lowered the price, and that should get them again back in the race. Tottenham was supposedly in the race, but Fabrizio Romano said that it wasn't. There was no such talk, or that ultimately Rodrigo doesn't want to go to Tottenham, and I don't see that happening. And so I thought maybe Arsenal might come in, but then I'm hearing Liverpool, even though they're doing deals with Isak, you just don't know. You just don't know. And I don't see Rodrigo staying this summer in Madrid. So yeah, but the one I really wanted to touch on is this Xavi Simons. I don't agree. He's already there. I'm looking forward, because I'm very curious. Besides Esteval, Joao Pedro, Delap, like all these new inclusions to the club, I'm looking so forward to watching this Chelsea squad, and they absolutely better be talking about being in the top contenders for the Premier League this season. Not unlike last season, where this buffoon ends up saying that we're not in the race after 2 years. Like, what are you talking about? Going on 3 years, and then the performance, the last game. Honestly, that last game was just incredible against PSG. And I know a lot of people are not rating the Club World Cups. It's just another tournament, right? It's not that significant of a tournament, especially the way it was organized, the heat. Nobody was really there up until the final. That looked like an actual football match. The final looked like an actual football match finally, because every other game was just like a training session. So my beef, you can say, with Xavi Simons is that, when I saw him play in PSG, 19, I think he was, I immediately saw why Barcelona dispensed of him. I immediately understood why Barcelona, were not going to count on him, and, sold them. But there was no way he was going to break into that first team with PSG. Not because there was Neymar, Mbappe, Messi, but because he's not, he's not going for the role of an attacker. But midfield, there was no way. He was still contrived. It was too forceful. He wasn't flowing yet, right? And then I saw him in the World Cup 2022, and I just couldn't believe that he was called up to the national team. Now, I will say, maybe I'm in the minority here, but the Netherlands haven't been producing that many players. I know there's a Gakpo, Raniers, like there's so many players, but they're not producing those players that I was used to in the 2000s, and used to hearing of the 90s and 80s players. I don't see that anymore. So I thought to myself, it wasn't that hard to get into this national team. Then again, it's a national team. But then I found out the amazing season, the hell of a good season that he had with PSV. So I understood, and he merited being called up to the national team. But then I saw him in Leipzig, and I saw a couple of games in the Bundesliga, and then the one that I thought was like decent game, was a really good game, was against Man City. He had a really good performance against Man City, but again, not enough, because I think he's a mid-level player. He's a decent player, but not the kind of player that Chelsea needed. I don't see that. I don't see like him adding anything. He's the kind of player that is not going to do much for any top level team. Maybe for a mid-level team, but not for like a Chelsea, Man City, a Liverpool. Like, there's no need. Like, Chelsea did not need this guy whatsoever. Now, I'm not totally against it where like I'm not going to watch it. I'm going to boycott or, watching Chelsea games. I'm definitely going to watch, especially now that he's in Chelsea. I'm curious. I want to see how he's going to play, because he could only play better considering the squad that they have. Again, this Chelsea squad, whether you like it or not, very in-depth squad. Very in-depth squad. Some people might argue that they have too many players. And so he could only play better. He could only play better. But again, I don't think he's going to be at some point a starter, like a regular starter. He might start because, rotation. You got to give the starters some rest. But I don't think he's that kind of player that's just going to like set the Premier League on fire, and be, this amazing, extraordinary midfielder. I don't think he's going to do that. And the only reason that they paid that much, because 70 million is a lot for a player like Xavi Simons. I'm sorry, man. That is way too much. Like, that was robbery. I mean, Leipzig did a great deal, and Chelsea, again, if you're going to flip this player, but again, I don't think this player is going to be worth 90 million. He's not going to get that good that he's going to be worth 90, 100 million. You understand? I could see with the whole link up with Garnacho, the whole talks of him going to Chelsea, which I am completely against. I don't get that. Unless you see it from the side of laundering, of flipping him, where he, a Napoli, Athletic Madrid is going to be bidding for him for like 60, 70 million, right? Because what is he? I think 40 now. They lowered the price. So that's the only way I see that happening. But with Xavi Simons, I don't see it. I don't get it. I don't think he's going to completely tank, and I hope not. But I don't see him making that much of an impact. Anyways, guys, that's all I wanted to talk about. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.